I bought the ultimate military truck and it was immediately broken. In this video, we're gonna make some much needed repairs to my 2007 MTVR before we attempt to launch my 28-foot Bayliner boat. Woo!
Yeah, hold on.
What could possibly go wrong?
I think I'm gonna break that.
Not what I was expecting.
I don't think we're gonna fit. Oh no, Tyler.
Who welded that?
Ooh.
Uh-oh, the Coast Guard is finding us.
Woo! So if you missed the last video about this truck, I recommend you go back in time and watch that one. We had problems with this truck overheating on our drive home that I think I've tracked down to some collapsing transmission cooler lines. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the transmission fluid, replace those lines, replace the filters, and hopefully that fixes our problem. Okay, well, I can wiggle it. Cool. I'm not the first one to be here. I think I need to pry now against the steering box, but I don't want to damage that seal. Oh yeah, it's moving. Oh. Oh man. Steering shaft out. I don't know, filter doesn't look bad.
Also looks
Yeah, they look good.
clean.
You look so small.
I feel small next to this thing.
The transmission cooler on this truck is built into the radiator, and these hydraulic lines right here run to the transmission and to the cooler. And I'm suspicious about these lines because they're leaking from the inside out like this. I'm thinking that these lines are collapsing on the inside, causing a blockage that's causing our overheating. I like your funnel.
It's working.
What did you find?
And on dog poop.
This truck was armored. It was an up-armored version of the truck, and before it got civilianized, they removed all the armor, but they left all the armor brackets behind, and now they're in our way. Loctite and Nylox. Oh gosh! This is a lot heavier than expected. Oh, you're not even gonna make a dramatic noise about how heavy it is? I think I just permanently donated my 1/2-inch wrench to the truck. It didn't land on the ground and I have no idea where it is.
Am I making a mess yet?
Not yet. One of my fears is that we had like internal transmission clutch failure or something, but there's no evidence to support that. Like the fluid's not burnt, the fluid is clean, the magnet looks good, the filters are clean. Drop it in the comments below. What do you think? Is this gonna solve our problem? I'm hung up. Oh, there we go.
Fun to put back in.
Yeah. Okay, I'm being impatient, so let's go.
Can you pull? There you go.
All right. We're gonna weigh all the parts we've removed. What do you think? Drop in the comments below. How much weight have we removed off this MTVR? $224, which I think means we just need to find more stuff to remove. Like I don't think we need the lift point so that we can crane it into the back of a C-130 anymore. Back from town, we've got new hydraulic hoses made, we've got filters, we've got oil, and a few hours left in the day. Let's hopefully get this thing back together, take it for a test drive. Do you remember which one was which?
Absolutely not.
We decided it would probably be a good idea to try to blow out the cooler and make sure we don't have some kind of restriction in the cooler because we still haven't found our restriction yet, which has me a little nervous. Ready? Whoa! I thought it looked bad, but I think it just has a lot of air in it. I'd say that's clear.
I tape these up so that we don't get crud in them.
And I'm done with the filter change, just in time because it's also raining.
There we go!
Good morning. All right, it's no longer raining. Tyler and I are gonna see if we can get these lines hooked back up, get some fluid in this thing, and take it for a test drive. Do you do CrossFit?
Every day.
We found the transmission fill back here behind the cab. Oh yeah. At least 10 gallons out, so I guess we should start by putting 10 gallons in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna be here a while. Bucket number 2.
All right, we've got 10 gallons in. We think we took about 10 gallons out, so I'm gonna fire it up. We're gonna let the oil circulate and then check the level. It's right there. It's just on the edge of the dipstick. Oh, no, so we're just below cold full. Chasing one problem but finding another, we just figured out that the alignment between the front steering gears and the rear steering gears is out, which means that the front and rear tires aren't pointed straight with each other unless you have a little bit of pressure on the steering wheel, which would probably explain why the steering on this thing was so twitchy on our drive home. So now we're gonna sort that one out. This truck has 4 steering gears. There's 2 in the front and 2 here in the back, and there's a shaft that runs between them. And in the middle, right about here somewhere, there's this funny gearbox that I've never seen before. And I hope that the shaft between that funny box and this rear set of steering gears was indexed wrong, clocked wrong, making it so that the neutral position, the return to center position of the rear tires was actually turned. We've disconnected the steering shaft between the funny box and the rear boxes. We're gonna start the truck. I'm gonna turn the tires back to straight. And theoretically, if I'm understanding how this works right, the truck will be driving straight again. A problem that we didn't even know we had is now fixed as well. Buckle up. We can't stand it anymore. It's time to take this thing for a test drive. I think this thing's gonna make a great dump truck. Yeah! I would say that was a success. We made it home without any trouble, and the steering is a lot better than it used to be. That means we're one step closer to launching the boat.
Almost there.
Charleston, what are you doing?
We're trying to honk the horn to wake Carl up.
How is she still asleep?
Good morning! That was Charleston. I had to get her off of there.
Saturdays are for the boys. Shout out to our friend Ron who gave us this hitch receiver. It's actually for our LMTV, but I think with a little modification, it's gonna work just fine on the MTVR. The 3/4 impact doesn't even touch those bolts. I think I'm gonna break that breaker bar. Oh, it moved.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, that was easier.
Not what I was expecting.
That is big. Guess that's what you need for 100,000 pounds.
Remember, this is a what we're doing channel, not a how-to channel.
This is the hammer.
Everything's a hammer if you look at it right. Now we just trace the holes onto the back and cut out the adapter. Not terrible, so we need to like basically oval these and then 2 new holes. This is a plug that's commonly found on generators and RVs. I've got an adapter here to go to a 50 amp 240. Let's see what it can do. The Delta Pro 3 has a 4,000 watt output of either 120 or 240. We're about to see what the 240 can do with the plasma cutter. Rated for 4,000 watts, but we were just pulling a consistent, 5,000 out of it for a long time.
Why is it in my hair?
It's not the prettiest, but I think it's gonna work. The ability to have 4,000 watts of 240 volt power is going to be an absolute game changer for being able to do mobile work and repairs and stuff all over this property, because now I can power my big tools. The real question is, does it fit? Did you lift with your back and hyperextend your knees?
Yep.
Thank you. Done with the hitch. If you've been around this channel for a while, then you probably already know that we started life on this mountain with a gas generator. It was loud, it couldn't power all of my tools, and it broke within 30 days of owning it. But for the past 2 years, we've relied on EcoFlow products to power our projects. They've become my go-to because they're quiet, they can actually output what they're rated for, and they always just work. When EcoFlow reached out to me about testing out their new Delta Pro 3, I knew that its compact design and sleek profile would be perfect for our boat. The X-Quiet technology means the only sounds we'll be listening to this summer are the waves splashing on the boat and the thunderous roar of the Chevy 454. With 7 different ways to charge the Delta Pro 3, the versatility makes it a great option for RVs, boats, and your home. The Delta Pro 3 can also be integrated into the smart home panel too that you watched us install at my parents' house, which makes it a complete home backup system. The easy-to-use app allows me to control the unit from my phone and set parameters like time of use. And unlike our gas generator, the Delta Pro 3 comes with a 5-year warranty. The Delta Pro 3 will be launching to the public on June 24th. Make sure to head to their website, linked in the description below, for up to $3,000 in special promotions. And thanks again to EcoFlow for continuing to support my crazy ideas. This truck was originally fully armored when it was in the military, and part of the decommissioning process before it can be sold to civilians is removing all of that armor. In the process, that means that when this truck went to auction, it was missing the doors, the windshield, the turret top, and a whole bunch of other cab accessories. And before I'm willing to tow a boat with this thing, we're going to need better visibility, including installing some mirrors. To be honest, I can't see anything out of them. So I think the most logical step now is just to take the doors off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually really light. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way better. This entire truck cab, including the window frame, is aluminum. I found some scrap aluminum that's left over from a boat project, and my hope is to make one bracket that sticks out here with a bolt hole and one bracket that sticks out forward with a bolt hole so that the mirror mounts plumb. Based on the overspray on the paint right here, I think that's how the original brackets worked. The new Delta Pro 3 has over 4,000 watt hours of battery capacity, and the lithium iron phosphate batteries are rated for 4,000 cycles, which means this thing is ready to power my tools all day long.
We know this can power the plasma cutter. We're gonna see if it can power the welder now.
For those of you that don't know, because aluminum transfers heat really efficiently, it also requires a lot of electricity to weld, so this is going to be a pretty serious test of this Delta Pro 3. It is on, it says input voltage 238 volts. TIG aluminum. Welding with the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. Oh yeah. Honestly, I can't tell a difference between this machine plugged into the house and plugged into this Delta Pro 3. It's pretty impressive. A little more welding, a few more brackets, we'll get these mirrors mounted, and then it's time to go launch a boat. Remember, this is a what we're doing channel, not a how-to channel. Welding bottles are dangerous and should be handled with care. We'll strap it to the step again.
How'd the TIG welding go?
It went perfect, we're done.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell the welder was plugged into the Delta Pro 3 and not the wall.
That is so cool. You can go TIG weld anywhere now. You can go TIG weld on the top of the mountain.
I think we should go TIG weld on the top of the mountain.
What do we need to build up there?
A chairlift.
I don't know that I quite got the brackets in the right spot, but I think it's close enough. On Courtney and I's drive home in this truck from the Spokane airport to here, like I could not see anything. It was so terrifying. Like we just wouldn't change lanes. We would just stay where we were because we couldn't see. So this is gonna be huge. Oh yeah, that's actually really strong. Cool. I still can't see any better. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go launch a boat. I can sort of see out the mirror. We're at 60 miles an hour.
We're cruising
It feels
now.
pretty good now, huh?
Yeah. Except for all the dust in my eyes.
That's pretty cool. What are we doing, Tyler?
We have a pit stop to make.
Tyler, we've got a 9-foot clearance. I don't think we're gonna fit.
Can't see the menu, we're too high.
Do they not know I'm here?
I think that's the problem.
I just heard him yell from inside, manager back window. We're at the back window. Thank you very much. Have a good one. So the truck has this funny military-only trailer plug. Basically, what we need to do is repin the trailer to work on this truck. And we're just gonna shove the wires in the holes until everything works. At least that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Okay, headlights on. Hey, they work. Left, right. Okay, now brake. Awesome. Gonna get the boat hooked up to power. So Courtney and I were over here a few weeks ago making some repairs to the boat and it wouldn't start. We've got the shore power hooked up to it now, so the battery should be getting some charge and we're gonna see if we can figure out why it won't start. With any luck. Cranks right over. We probably shouldn't run it without water. Okay, problem solved. I guess that's all it needed. We just needed to plug in the charger. The very last thing on our to-do list before we launch this boat is to completely upgrade the boat's electrical system with the Delta Pro 3 and the all-new alternator charge kit. Okay, we have a perfect spot for it right here. So the alternator charger is going to allow us to charge the Delta Pro 3 at up to 800 watts off the vehicle's alternator, which makes it ideal for applications like boats or RVs or camping, because now we don't have to rely on solar and we don't have to have shore power. We're gonna be able to use the boat's engine and the alternator so that whenever we're driving, it's also charging the Delta Pro 3. What's this called? The helm? Where you drive the boat from? The captain's chair. We need to get from the captain's chair to the back of the boat. The alternator charge kit comes with a really nice wiring harness with also a really long battery lead that's gonna give us plenty of distance to get from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. What Tyler's hooking up is an inline fuse, so no need to add an additional fuse. It comes with everything we need. There's just two connections to make, ground and positive. There's circuitry inside the alternator charge kit that is voltage sensing, so it knows when the car is running and it'll automatically start charging. And then when the car's turned off, it'll automatically disconnect, so there's no fear of accidentally killing the starting battery and then no longer having the boat start. With the wiring hooked up to the alternator, it's just time to mount the alternator adapter. And finally the cord from the alternator charger to the Delta Pro 3. Installing that alternator charger had me thinking back to our truck camper that also had an alternator charger, and just thinking about how much easier that was to install than the one in our truck camper was to install. That's it for getting the Delta Pro 3 integrated into the boat and ready to power our summer, which means it's finally time to go launch this boat. Ready, Tyler?
Ready.
What's going on?
Did you do your pre-trip?
I already know what it is.
Clouds on a rainy day.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You already know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
The funnest thing in this truck is going around roundabouts. So I think we might as well go around twice.
Give a heads up on my dangerous ways. And I know everything I touch burns right down to dust. 'Cause I'm reckless.
Oh no, Tyler!
Who welded that?
Who welded that?
We're cruising now.
Yeah, I'm reckless. I keep my hand right on the flame. And I try, but I can't change my reckless ways.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars behind us. Sorry everyone. Enjoy your day.
We made it to the marina.
We have made it to the launch ramp. Oh my goodness, that was fun.
You made it. Oh, we're about to go boating.
Let's go boating. Burr, burr. Now I need to drop suspension so the back goes up. I'm gonna back down the ramp until we're... Oh, don't worry about what happened here. It's really nice not having doors on it. Ooh. I didn't mean to drop it, but it's definitely okay. That's more clearance than was on it when I pulled it out of the water. Woo!
Yeah,
Whoa!
hold on. Hold
It's
on.
a wild ride. Courtney's saying keep going, because you can climb down the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, hey.
Before you back up anymore, let me get the boat started.
Okay. Sorry, I'm burping in the microphone also.
Yeah, you are. I can hear Tyler burping. All right. Okay, he can pull out.
Okay.
With that, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Uh-oh, the Coast Guard is finding us. Oh, yeah.